Hello there, my name is Agatheis and I'm online and I am playing Disco Elysium! Yeah! So we are, well, this guy, I don't even know what his name is, although I think we heard that he was referred to as Harry, and that's all I know. We completed one quest in the last episode. We found our other shoe. Great things are in store for us going forwards, I feel. And we came downstairs and we're going to talk to the barman, who looks like he's studying a dead albatross in great detail. Maybe he's been hearing about that Monty Python sketch. We're going to find out. So, Gart, the cafeteria manager. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. I'll look at the stuffed bird. I don't know what this guy's accent is, so... A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown... Oh no, this is just text. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs, one of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Okay. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. I don't see a shield anywhere on the picture. Perception, sight, medium success. A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Ster Corarius Skua." Okay. That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Look, your buddy is over there. Let's turn that volume up again. Just a little bit. He looks at the doors, where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Let's look at the bird. The man is trying to mend it. Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop and I talk to whoever I please. He pretends not to hear you. What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Okay, he doesn't want to talk to me.
And talk to him, okay?
Are you the bartender then?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's definitely English though. That's cool. He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject. Understood.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
But you can still pour me a drink, right?
I could if I were a bartender, but I'm not. I'm the cafeteria manager, so I won't.
I won't. What's the difference then?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
Well, that is less than helpful. That was entirely pointless. Okay, we've got 2 people over here to talk to. This is the guy in the bomber jacket. Let's talk to the woman in the wheelchair first. Ladies first.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. Hello, sweetie.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. She's English as well. I like this game even more than before. Okay, she won't talk to me. Okay, Mr. Orange Bomber Jacket dude. Kim Kitsuragi. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. Perception, sight, medium success. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer. Let's shake his hand. We're going to be polite.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realise he is waiting for your name. I don't really know my name, or we can try and bluff it. Conceptualization. Can we... We can't access our inventory now and change our clothes. Well, we only get one shot at this. Let's roll the dice and see. Conceptualization success! Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep golden orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go. Okay, that's... What do we get? We got 12, plus our conceptualization score of 2. Okay. Now, why is that one different? That says the dice roll. Not all of them say the dice roll. Interesting. It is not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? I nod towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Sure.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I've got nothing. I haven't, no.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Sure, let's just go with this.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So the body is still in the tree?
Empathy, easy success. This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to be no longer in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Sure. Right, physical instrument, medium success. That one doesn't show the dice roll, and I don't know why. What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree. But I can't remember anything. Let's be honest about this. He looks at you for a moment in silence. I can see that you drank last night, and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through much worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But, as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern. Pain threshold, medium success. Yeah, it just gives me a score. Yeah, a painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. Electrochemistry, medium success. The best cure for headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that, so cigarettes will have to do. What are we supposed to do again? Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down. Don't worry about the body. I'll rip it down. We chose physical as our character type, so we should be able to handle that by ourselves, right? After it's been up a tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable. Interfacing, medium success. Delicate goods filled with stinking horrors. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer, because I have no idea? We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. How can you be so sure I'm from the police? I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizen Militia on your sleeve and on your back. He points to your jacket. That's useful. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now I am going to set those possibilities aside. I am not from the Inspectorate General. Inspectorate General? Internal Affairs. And I'm not them. I'm from Criminal Investigation. You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? You point to your sleeve. Yes. But they're just white rectangles. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step in the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. Okay, but shouldn't I have a badge or something? You mean you don't have a badge? It wasn't on me when I woke up. Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a short wave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence. Alright. New task, report your badge missing. New task, interview cafeteria manager and inspect the victim's body. After you, officer. Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by clicking on him. Groovy. And there's our new objectives. Bam, 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 bam. Can we talk to the young lady now?
Hello again, sweetie. I see you met up with your colleague.
He looks at the lieutenant. The lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who is Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie, just look at me.
You are a handsome man, officer, with your moustache and your chiselled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. I need the pick-me-up right now.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Yes, you did.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Okay. Esprit de corps. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot. Oh, how'd you like to roll with me? Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything. Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed, like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. Oh my. It takes a moment to process. You know where we are, right? Okay, so the Willing and Rav's cafeteria, it was on my keys or Revachol or... Let's go with the first one. That's right, dear. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? In Revachol? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this? Her eyes widen. How would I ever begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. And if Revachol is the city that was on the main menu when we started this, it is beautiful, or at least the artwork makes it look beautiful. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is such a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? Ooh, interesting. So we could say this is spring of 51. Or we could say something else and maybe she'll give us more info. So let's go with 973. You're joking. Try again one more time. What year is it? Okay, fine. It's the spring of 51. That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded. Kind green ape pen. Her relief is palpable. She's getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders. Shivers, medium success. What's Shivers again? What is Shivers? Raise the hair on your neck. Tune into the city. Okay, it's like, yeah, listening to the feel of the streets, I guess. Okay. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets. All the way down into the sewers, above ground, the first May bells blossom. You can feel it. A great cold. Then the shiver passes. you ask a question? I can tell this is taxing for you, so I'll ask just one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? These are all new. I have no idea about these. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Oh, sweetie. She smiles a sad smile. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. What an interesting word to use. Revachol is a special administrative region, led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat. Okay, if there's no government, how come there are cops? Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. Half-light, easy success. She's scared now. She's realised you really are brain damaged. So, how did I do? You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things, history and places. Reality, in a word. It's very odd. A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook. But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what this world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Okay, what's this revolution you mentioned? A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 40 years ago. So what does that have to do with there not being any cops? It really has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Okay, so that's all we're going to get from this girl. Who could tell me more? Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask... She turns to the lieutenant. No. He looks away. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective. New task. Get a reality lowdown. Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich maybe? Wealthy people educated. Though I don't know where you'd find a wealthy person in Martinez. Success. Reaction speed. That's a good point. This place doesn't look like Rich Central. And it really doesn't. I gotta do this. How'd you like to roll with me? Her eyes light up. Whatever do you mean? I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Sequence killers, oh my! She sounds impressed. I think you already have a partner, sweetie. A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I like this. I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers and forays into the paranatural. I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killers taking place in Martinez. Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. She turns to you. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Why? 3 heads are better than 2. Thank you, but... She looks out of the window wistfully. Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place you'd see. I'd slow you down. She looks back at you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. Perhaps another time. Alright, I've got to get going. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. That's sweet. Well, that's cool. Maybe we can come back to her later. Maybe we can bring her mysteries. Maybe that's the way to do it. Cryptozoologist's wife. Alright. Is there anything worth talking to Kim about?
Yes?
Yes? Tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Fine, maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. I know literally nothing about it, Kim. Only what you told me before. Do you want me to brief you? Brief, yes, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the RCM emergency desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labour dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Who was the caller? Let's do that first. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could not identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves then? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now, it appears, they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Hold on, and the RCM is... That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We are the police in this city. Okay, just to clarify, our job here is to find the killer. Secret task complete. Ask him to tell you about the case. That's right. Cool. Would you say this is a mysterious case? The lieutenant considered your question a moment before answering, no, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Why not? The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labour dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was. Electrochemistry, medium success. Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about. Maybe there's a young woman involved. Yes, it just so happens that there's a beautiful blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact. part of a part of a murder sex cult. Wow. Oh wow. It doesn't have to be a cult, it can just be sex murder. That's commendable. Was there anything else? I suspect this was sarcasm. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it, sit on this a bit, then hit him with it. If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? Good question. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... He can say, this is the phrasing, a pissing contest. What do you mean? You don't know? His eyes narrow. I assumed you were in on it. You know what I am in on? Retrograde amnesia. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. Cop-off? New task, the pissing competition. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Okay, we'll let it go. Was there anything else you want to know about the case? That's all I need for now, I think. That'll do. The Lieutenant nods. Convinced Kevin is a dark, sexy, dark mystery twist in the case. That's not going to happen. No. You know what? I think we're done for now. Maybe we'll talk about him later on. But for now, it is 9:31 on day 1. I'm going to put a cut in here. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm loving this. This is hilarious. This is the best fun I've had for ages. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. Please leave me a comment down below in the comments if you did. Or check me out on twitch.tv and have a look at the videos there. Consider subscribing to my channel on YouTube if you'd like to see more of this. I'm going to be releasing these as often as I can. My name is Agatheis. I am going offline and you'll see me for more Disco Elysium next time.